we are here with Fae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am using goat milk in a soap today, and I have never used goat milk. I've used other milks, but not goat. So the inspiration came from the fragrance, which is called goat milk and honey. So what I'm going to do is add my goat milk, and it's about 2 ounces of goat milk in there, and then I use like a scoop, so it's a bit concentrated. This is what it looks like. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll leave a link to it, but it is powdered. And you can add it in dry, but because I'm adding so much more than like my typical coconut milk powder where I just add like a tablespoon to my oils and mix it in, I want this to be evenly distributed in the oils, no clumps or lumps, and I just want it to be nice and creamy. So since I'm adding so much to the recipe, I diluted it with a bit of water and honey. There's my honey in there because that makes sense, right? If you have goat milk and honey fragrance, you have to have goat milk and honey in your soap. So I've just mixed that into my oils. Well, I've poured it into my oils, and I'm going to mix it in before I add my lye water solution. I am not going to color this. I am leaving it uncolored because the fragrance, this is the fragrance, goat milk and honey, crafter's choice. It has 8% vanillin in it, so it will discolor this to a tan. It also says it is going to accelerate in rice, so keeping this design very simple. The notes in this are golden honey, buttermilk, vanilla sugar, and sweet amber. And my little sister's name is Amber, and she is about to go into labor. She just texted me saying they're going to induce her. She's overdue. And they're going to induce her on Sunday, so I'm super excited. Bash is going to have a little cousin and a new little playmate. And weird thing, I've probably mentioned it before, my little sister and Brad's brother are married. It's weird, I know. All right, let me give this a quick mix. Then what I'm gonna do is I have this bag of soap that I rolled into balls. This is white soap with yellow mica on it. And then in this one, I have some yellow soap rolled up into balls and dusted with white mica. And that's going to be the design on the inside of the soap. We're gonna start pouring this and then plopping in those soap balls. I actually think I should just dump them into the bag here and give them a little stir because this is getting thick on me. Alright. I'm going to pour it up high so that some of those soap balls fall down to the bottom as well. Maybe even get a chopstick and push some of them around. All right. Chopstick. That is designed for the inside of this, so let me get going with the top of this before it sets up too much. So I poured the extra off into some little bar molds that I will cut up as well. I am taking, doing it backwards, some bubble wrap. I'm smushing it onto top of the one side of this. And then I got my botanicals over here and put them on the other side. Hoping they stick. Because this is really setting up on me. At least I knew ahead of time what I was getting into, especially with adding milk and honey to this. I'm sure it didn't help. I have got some calendula I'm going to sprinkle down on here, and I've got a new flower called osmanthus. Brad got me a bunch of botanicals for Christmas to put on the soap, and I have never used this one before, never even heard of it. So of course I had to look it up because I don't even know what it's supposed to be or look like, because once it's dried you really can't tell what it's looking like in its original form. So it's like these little teeny tiny yellowish brown flowers, and it is a shrub native to Asia, which is probably why I have never seen it before, because, well, I'm in North America and it doesn't grow here. And it's often put in tea, so it smells and tastes like peach or apricot is what I read. And now I am intrigued to know what this smells like and tastes like in real life, but try, you're not really getting much. So maybe if I ever come across the tea, I will have to try it if it has this osmanthus flower in there. Alright, that is all that's going on in this stove. I'm kind of just going to pat that down. And that's it. I'm going to leave this sit for 24 hours and then I'll come back and I'll give it a cut. Okay, let's get a peek of this inside. It did heat up and go through a gelling process, which I'm liking this tan color I've gotten so far. I am curious if it's going to darken up a little bit more. So the inside of the soap is not the color it's going to be. It's going to continue to darken because of that vanillin in there. It smells so good. If you like oatmeal, milk, and honey type of fragrances, this is delightful. I might keep a bar of this for myself. And something else about this soap that I'm intrigued about is the goat milk. As far as drinking it, never ever have tried goat milk either. So that is something that I might do now that I have it in my possession. I have never had the opportunity, I suppose. It's never been available to me, and I never really thought about it, I guess. For some reason, I think it sounds really gross. I like goat cheese, so maybe I'll like goat milk. Anyone else ever tried goat milk or even that osmanthus flower that I used? Ever heard of it or tried it in a tea? Let me know. Maybe I can make an osmanthus tea with goat milk in it. Like a little latte or a little cream in my tea. So, ideas come from all over the place. Inspired by soap. Look at that. They inspire soap and then they inspire drinks as well. So, I really like the different contrast. You can kind of see the little shimmery white. I think you can. The shimmery white mica ring around the yellow. They're very faint yellow. I just wanted to keep it like a honey colored, and then you have your white with a yellow ring around it. I'm really enjoying this design and the smell so much. And now that I have goat milk powder, I'm going to put it in a couple more of my soaps and see what I think about it. So pretty. Did something I never thought I would do, and that is create a TikTok. So there's a lot of footage on TikTok as far as little snippets, sneak peeks of soaps that I make, any restocks that I do. I jumped on that bandwagon and created a TikTok. I had so many people ask me if I was on there because I guess it's a lot more fun and easier to watch a short video than sit here and watch like a 15-20 minute video. So be sure to go follow me over there if you have a TikTok. And now I'm addicted to it. I really am. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to purchase one of these bars, they will be available on March 26th. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't done so already. Join me for more fun soap making videos. And if you already are a wonderful subscriber of mine, be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Questions or comments, leave them for me in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day. And I will smell you later. Are you going to focus?